Welcome back to Girl Out of Order. I'm so honored that you have rejoined me for this special episode that is going to be a multi-part series. I'm not sure how many yet, but I just had the most mountaintop experience traveling to Fiji for Life and Wealth Mastery through Tony Robbins. And I just couldn't dive back into the podcast without taking some time to try to encapsulate that experience, not just to share what I experienced and what I learned and where I'm growing and where I'm growing, but also because there's so much in that experience that I think can provide value for you, the listener, as you embark on your own personal development journey. Because remember, we're girls out of order. We are on a quest to fully embrace our beautiful selves and stop fitting into other people's molds and even stop fitting in to molds we have created for ourselves that are not congruent with who we are and where we're going. And so my purpose in this multi-part series on my amazing magical trip to Fiji is to share the life-changing insights I got about taking care of my health and living in a way that is energetic and excited and vibrant. That's the word that I'm taking away from this trip from Fiji or to Fiji is I am a vibrant, life-giving, energetic, badass woman. And so the first 4 days of the trip were all about life mastery. And that's what we're going to talk about our health and not just our physical health, but our mental health, our emotional health. And I want to share what God has revealed to me and what I learned from hanging out with this 130 plus people in Fiji, doing a cleanse and pursuing all of the different aspects of who we are as human beings in our health. And then the second 3 days, we did wealth mastery. And I'm so excited to share a multitude of insights that I got about the ways that I've been playing small, the ways that I have not been truly building wealth as a tool to make a greater impact. I'm going to share my limiting stories, my limiting beliefs, and the ways that I have played small, thought small, and approached a lot of life from a scarcity point of view. That is not serving me. That is not serving my mission. And that is not going to fuel me to make the greatest impact that I can with the life that God has given me here on earth. Now, before I dive into this series, I just wanted to take a moment and really just share about the death of a really bright, young, just supercharged, amazing woman that even though I didn't know her personally, I have several people in my life that did, as well as she impacted millions of people through her business work and her entrepreneurial spirit. And her name was Jamie Lee Ward. She was 34 years old and in March was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Now, Jamie Lee was given a very dire prognosis and told that if she did traditional treatments, she would have a longer life, but it would be a life of poor quality. And so she made a very personal choice to fight cancer naturally because she figured if she was going to have a shorter lifespan, she'd rather it be a life that she felt vibrant in. Again, there's that word that she felt alive, that she felt full of life and energy. And so that was the journey that she took. And sadly, on September 16th, I would say rather suddenly, she was taken from this world. On September 5th, she had gotten a PET scan results that miraculously showed that her tumor had shrunk, the cancer was decreasing, and they told her she didn't even have to come back for 6 months. And then 2 weeks later, Jessie Lee was gone from this world. And the reason that I'm sharing that with you is because I have a bit more of a subdued mannerism today. And again, I didn't know Jessie Lee Ward, but I did feel a connection to her story because of just coming back from life mastery and really delving in to our health and the fact that without our health, we have no wealth, that our health is our wealth. And so I wanted to just take a moment to not only just honor Jessie Lee's impact. She came from very, very traumatic background and really became a self-made woman and an example for so many to follow. Nobody is a perfect person, and I'm not claiming that she was, but I did want to honor her legacy, as well as just leave this out there for you to think about. Like, she was 34 years old, a multimillionaire in the prime of her life. And we don't know how many days, years, months we have on this beautiful planet to make an impact, to leave an indelible legacy, to set the stage for our children, our grandchildren, our loved ones. And so as I begin to think about, speak about, and prepare to do this series on life and wealth mastery, my trip to Fiji, it just felt right to start with just a deep awareness of the brevity of life. Not only the brevity of life, but the sanctity of life. And not only the sanctity of life, but the deep and rich meaning of your one gorgeous life. I decided to record my first ever podcast on video. So what you see is what you get. This is me, pretty much unfiltered. I have no eye makeup on, got some jet lagged hair going on with a little hat. And I wanted to just show up real. I wanted to show up raw. And I wanted to show up honest. And if I'm being honest, for some reason, the death of Jessie Lee has kind of shaken me the last couple days. And so I'm feeling heavy, and I'm feeling mindful, and I'm feeling introspective. And so just as an introduction to the series, which isn't going to be a sad series, it's actually going to be a beautiful series. And I'm so excited to share my journey to Fiji and my journey through life and wealth mastery with you. So this tone and tenor of this introduction by no means is a reflection on the podcast to come. This is just a little bonus of me, little preview of where we're coming, because I haven't been podcasting the last couple of weeks since I have been, on the other side of the world. Although for some of you, maybe I was on your side of the world. I don't know. But I wanted to take a moment. I'm recording this on a Sunday afternoon, having come back from Fiji only a couple of days ago. And I just wanted to do a little bit of a call to action as I prepare for this series, which is going to be launching this week. So you'll get a twofer this week. You'll get this one, and then the actual episode, which will come out on either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure which day yet. But the call to action is to live every single freaking day as if it was your last. Please, sisters, life is a gift. And I know we all have struggles. I have struggles. I have challenges. I've had some of the darkest times. I'm not minimizing that. I'm not saying that what you're going through isn't meaningful and what you're going through isn't difficult. And I'm not saying you should be happy-go-lucky and skipping around all the time. Woo, everything's great. I don't want fake or frauds. We are real at Girl Out of Order. We are raw. We are honest. We show up in our authenticity. Period. End of story. So please do not hear from me that I am saying you shouldn't be authentic. What I am saying is that there is beauty everywhere if you're only willing to look. What's wrong, as Tony Robbins says, is always available. but so is what's right. And where you choose to place your focus is what you draw near to your spirit, to your mind, to your body. I truly believe that we can cause disease simply by our relentless negativity, our relentless pessimism, and our relentless, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word I'm thinking. Nastiness. Because even if we think we aren't being nasty, if we're being honest, how are you treating yourself? Yeah, I said yourself because it starts with you. You might go out in the world and be the nicest, sweetest, kindest, most helpful person. But if you look in the mirror and say, I hate you, or you're ugly, or you're fat, or you'll never amount to anything, you are inviting disease into you. You are inviting such negativity and pessimism into your own spirit that you're going to cause yourself to become sick in a multitude of ways. By no means am I saying you caused your cancer, you caused your heart disease. I'm not saying that. So please don't take this the wrong way. What I am saying is that we have the power, the ability, and the responsibility to choose to live a positive and energetic lifestyle. Lifestyle or energy is a lifestyle habit. You can create energy with how you focus, where you look, what you think about, how you view a situation. When you change the way you look at something or a situation, that situation or something changes. That's true. Believe it or not. How you view the world will dictate how you show up for yourself. How you view the world will dictate how you show up for your children. It will dictate your wealth. It will dictate your health. It will dictate your joy, your happiness, your fulfillment. And most importantly, it will dictate the level of impact, positive impact that you can have on this world, because the secret to a true and fulfilling life is to have a giving life. If we are all about ourselves, our lives will never reach the level of meaning that they should. So I'm a little hot about this today because I'm a little bit sad and very mindful. And another person who I care about so much, her sister was recently diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. And you know what? That's some really scary shit. And I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Sisters, hello, I'm going to the OBGYN tomorrow, and I'm going to get a prescription for an MRI for my next mammogram. Health is wealth. Are you doing the things to take care of your body? What are you putting into that temple? Your body is your temple. What are you putting in there? At Life Mastery, we did a really difficult cleanse. It was hard on me. Honestly, it was very hard on Sean. And we did a lot of it. We didn't do all of it. We did a lot of it. And I proved to myself that I can do a lot of really hard things I didn't know I could do. But what it taught me, not just the cleanse, but all the teaching that you're going to hear about, is it taught me that everything that passes my lips, I have a choice. I have a choice. I am 52 glorious, sexy years old. My best years are ahead of me. And what is also true is I need to be mindful of how I care for this temple that is my body, so that I can use my spirit and my mind to impact this beautiful world. That's why I show up for this podcast. I don't show up for this podcast just to talk to myself. I show up for this podcast because I believe God gave me a message that it makes a difference in people's lives. So I have to take care of my body. You're going to hear my dog barking. I apologize for that. But again, we're real, we're raw, and he's kind of a little turkey. So sorry about that, but we're going to have to deal with Archie for a minute. Hopefully Archie will not continue to bark, but if he does, we'll roll with it, right? Because that's what we do here. So I'm going to conclude this little bonus episode. But I just wanted to let you know that you are worthy. You are worthy of giving yourself the best care, the best health, the best energy, and the best dreams that you can possibly muster. Do not dream small. Do not play small. Do not get in your own damn way. I am a girl out of order. I am relentlessly pursuing self-acceptance, and I am no longer contorting myself to fit in a mold that doesn't fit who I am. And I hope by showing up here that I am cultivating bravery in you to do the same. I hope that when you get brave and you do that introspection and you figure out who you are and you pursue life from that vantage point, that you then will be inspired to have boldness to live that out in this world, not as an abrasive, aggressive woman. Well, that's your style. That's your style. And there he goes again, Archie. But also to live a life of confidence because you know who you are, you know what you value, and you know what values you are going to move away from. That's the boldness piece. And then also, one of the main reasons I started Girl Out of Order is because I want to be a bridge builder. So we are building bridges among all women, no matter where you come from, who you love, what you wear, what you make, what language you speak, what your age is, because women are women and we have so much more in common than we do differences. And so be a bridge builder, be a bold, beautiful, confident woman. And it all starts by getting brave. So get ready for this series on my amazing trip to life and wealth mastery in Fiji. And I'll give you a little sneak peek. On day 4, I turned around and Tony Robbins was standing right behind me. That's right. He surprised us. And if that didn't anchor in this experience, I don't know what would have done it for me. So I am super excited to tell you not only about our surprise visit from the big man, but also the lessons I learned through life and wealth mastery, not just in the teaching, but in the connection with people from Malaysia and Belgium and Australia and New Zealand and right here in Illinois. It was an incredible, incredible 8 days. And I look forward to sharing those life lessons with you so that you can grow, so that you can be bold, that you can be brave, and that you can become an even more confident girl out of order. Until next time, keep running hard after loving your beautiful self, because we are absolutely, positively in this together forever. One last thing. Okay, a couple last things. Please, 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 please do me a favor. I know you are a listener of Girl Out of Order. I am asking for help to get my message out. So please do me a favor and take a screenshot of this episode. Show me that you're listening to it. Tag me in it. Share it everywhere that you can. Let's get this message out as far and wide as we can, because we want to build an army of girls out of order. And then hit me up and join my Girl Out of Order Facebook community. We have some really big plans for that community coming up, and I'm so excited to share those with you in the coming weeks, so you don't want to miss out. And finally, just share this episode with anybody you know, anyone who just needs a message of encouragement, of challenge, and a place to call home. And I will see you next time. Keep being a girl out of order.